926-4189.
Ride Lake Tran free with your student ID. For more information, visit www.laketran.com or call 1-888-LAKE-TRAN.
Celebrate Women's History Month, created by women, of women, and about women. Curated by Mary Urbis, March 2nd through the 28th. The artist reception is Sunday, March 9th.
Sports Talk Time with Rich Monet, Monday and Wednesday, 1 to 2 on Lakeland's Lake Effect Radio.
This is Lake Effect Radio.
Hey, Lakeland. I'm like out of breath here. It is your one and only DJ Nightmare and Awkward Fat Man. And we have Priest and Dr. Server, right?
Sever.
Sorry.
Server.
I'm good with that.
You know
It works
what?
either way.
It's been a long, long day.
It has been.
So, we still have you guys up on the wall and everything.
Yeah, I see that. I feel special.
Yeah. So, you were like, when we set this up, you guys were like one of the first bands that, they already had you down as coming before I even asked you.
Awesome.
So, they were like, we're great. But it was really funny is they kept putting the lowercase d at the end. I'm like, no, it's capital D.
Yeah, we want to put emphasis on it, I guess. Or just aesthetically pleasing. One of the two.
Let's double D's.
Well, here, one of you guys take that mic, and one of you take that mic.
Oh, I get my own mic.
You do. And we even have a fourth mic. You want to hook that up so you can talk? No, we fixed it.
You did?
Yeah, we put a new cable in that. So, if you don't know who... So, George, we are on livestream.com/Lake Effect. And so this is going out, so if you have anybody listening, they can chat. But George on here says he's going to, talking about you, he's going to serve me with your server.
Oh, dear. Okay. Sure.
I don't know. We've got some weird people, but then again,
No,
this
if
is...
he's going to serve you with anything, it's not going to be with a server.
DisgraceD is, I guess you can call them a local band, but they're not from Lake County. They're actually from Erie, right?
Yeah.
Erie, PA.
They're close enough. They're about an hour up the road.
Yeah. Put. You know what? You know how to talk into the mic. Talk into the mic. This is Awkward Fat Man. So they.
Like him.
I actually met these guys here a couple years ago at what is now Tequila Jack's.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was back then, but.
Yeah, I don't know.
Livewire? Was it the
Yeah, it was
Livewire?
the
Yeah,
Livewire.
Livewire. And I
Might even have been something else, because I played there once and it was a different name before it was Livewire.
No, it was Livewire then.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, like, I fell in love with their one song, and I was like, yay! And I got them on my Facebook. And
Yeah. Well, it's a song about having sex, so every woman likes it.
that I like doing. So, anyways, what do you guys have coming up new?
Nothing.
Nothing?
No, we quit.
You quit. No, you
Yeah.
didn't.
Okay, maybe we didn't.
Because you just posted last night.
Actually, we are on hiatus kind of right now. We're writing the next CD that we're trying to release around Christmas time. It's going to be called Anything You Can Do, I Can Do Better.
I can do it better.
No, you can't, because without me, you'd be useless. Yeah, you have a vagina. That makes you just about as useless as it comes. Kidding, ladies, kidding. It was a joke. Yeah, well, I'm waiting for the hate mail on that one. Like I care.
He adores hate mail.
I do. We're working on that. We're about a third of the way through it. It's partially written. I think we got 5 songs right now, and we're looking at probably putting 12 to 13 on it. We got playing a show with Hansel and Gretel. Everybody's been complaining because we haven't been playing any shows lately because we're writing the new CD. And on top of writing the new CD, I've also done 2 TV shows. I'm doing a movie, and I opened a new tattoo studio. So
I'm going to talk to you about that after the show.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because I'm planning on getting a couple tattoos this summer.
Awesome.
So.
Well, I do really good work, so you should come out. And he screws things up all the time, but
well, then I'm not going to come to you.
He's good at screwing it up.
Look, that's what being an apprentice is all about, okay?
Can you move the mic closer to you?
I'm sorry.
Like, as I say, deep throat that mic.
Sunday. Is that better?
Yes. We actually have a question from James. It says, he heard that your serves are crazy. Could you talk us through what goes down at one?
Let's see here. First, it starts off with us slipping everybody LSD so that they think that we're good, and then once they
That's why I like you.
Once we're under the illusion that we're good, we turn on this huge laser light show, and then everybody's tripping so hard that they can't tell that all we did was we hit play on an iPod, and we lip sync everything. Either that or, we have this huge laser light show, and it's a good time had by all, and it's all about sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And, we keep it old school because new school sucks.
2 of my favorite things that are in that.
Sex and drugs?
No, sex and rock and roll.
Oh, liar.
I can't do drugs anymore.
Openly.
Openly.
Admitted over the internet.
Jeff says, ha ha ha, and James says, do it.
All day.
I like doing it.
We try and get as many naked women as we can. That's just really what it rolls down to. Because honestly, like guys, I appreciate when men like our music, but sadly enough, as much as it's hard to believe for most people, I am straight. So I prefer the ladies. Thank you.
But there are a couple girls in Disgraced.
There are.
They might like the guys.
No, they like the ladies too.
Well, they might like the guys too. So.
No, they like the ladies. Trust me. They like each other pretty good.
So so I saw in your post that this is one of your Hansel and Gretel are like really good friends of yours, or?
Oh yeah, we've known them for like 8 years now, and they're just it's a good time. Anytime you get Disgrace and Hansel and Gretel together, it's just
a lot of sex, drugs, and rock and roll.
We're too drunk to remember any of it, really. I'm beginning to think that Loopy has this idea that he wants to just pour beer down my throat at all points in time to see how intoxicated I can be before I perform.
See what you're going to miss?
I don't think it's so much that he wants to as that it's an unholy need to.
Yeah.
He would rather go somewhere else than come to your show.
Well, my buddy, he's a DJ, a local DJ.
Uh-huh.
He spins electronic music, and he's opening for a big guy.
What big guy?
Stockholm or something his name is.
Oh, okay. It's still a couple DJs, man.
Yeah.
That's not as cool as coming to like a giant fucking...
I got to go for free, so...
And he'll pour beer down your throat.
And
I'll pour down my throat at home.
We do have a question from Amanda on live stream. What do the costumes you wear represent?
Our stage personas are kind of like the side of us that we can't let out. Because if I was to be priest in real life, I would have been shot by now. Because, really, I'm not that anti-woman at all. I really do appreciate women, and I stand up for their rights, and I'll never say that again. But
you only heard it here.
Yeah,
on my
I do.
Show.
I do have causes that I stand for, and stuff like that, and I do a lot of charity work in my personal time. But priest isn't all about that stuff. Priest only cares about the next time he's going to get high, and the next time he's going to get drunk, and the next time he's going to get laid. So, if I lived like that all the time, I'd be dead. I would have died at 27 instead of making it to almost 35. So.
And what about you? What is your...
The whole thing behind it was the mad scientist gimmick, and then it just kind of fell away. And now I'm more of a superhero, if anything else.
Oh, Lord. We got to
So I dig it. I like being a superhero. I pose, I strut, and everybody just thinks that I can save the day.
And here I thought you were cool.
He also stuffs his crotch.
Shh.
So Rick asked, how do you feel about Peabody closing? A lot of bands have been talking about that.
If they would have continued forward and been able to find another building, I wouldn't have actually cared, because it just would have moved to another location, which wouldn't have been the first time. The original location for Peabody's was really, really cool. That was actually where we played our first Cleveland show. And then the next time we played in Cleveland was at the new location for Peabody's, which is the one that just closed. So... yeah, it was sad, very sad. We spent a decade playing at that venue and just having good times, and we love coming to this area to play because you guys just party.
We like having you.
Yeah, you guys party, man. Cleveland's the place. We love being out here. I've been all over the country, and I'll tell you what, man, my favorite place to play is in Cleveland, Ohio. So.
Well, we like having you here. I'm glad I live here because I got to meet you guys.
But yeah,
so.
As far as it closing down, very sad, very, very sad. It was. It made me cry. I saw pictures of the building being torn apart. I was like, no.
Did you really shed some tears?
Yeah, I really did.
Aww.
Like I seriously.
And none of you guys got pictures of that?
I did it in private in a closet locked room.
So, a lot of people up here, there's a couple new people in the studio, and they didn't know who you guys were. So I was kind of showing them your Facebook page. And I just got to ask you a question, and it's going to go into the question. But he actually said, you guys remind him of ICP with the makeup and stuff. How do you feel about that?
We get that a lot, actually. We really do. A lot of the Psychopathic Kid fans actually like us. They dig us a lot.
Yeah, even though we're not rap in any way, shape, or form.
No.
As far as us being like ICP, if you're expecting some kind of rapcore thing when you listen to us, you'd be sadly disappointed. But I'm not going to say that. I mean, whoop whoop. I'll throw down with the Juggalos all day, man. Those guys know how to party.
He also said you kind of had like, because I played the music video you have on YouTube, The End.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And he said you kind of had like a Marilyn Manson feel type to your music. It actually creeped him out.
We got to own that a little bit too. I mean, we're industrial shock rock. Manson, as much as he may have sold out and become a total poser now, 20 years ago, he was a forefather.
Right.
Him, Nine Inch Nails, Bile, Hansel and Gretel, KMFDM, those are all the bands that have influenced us. So, Cold Chamber, and the list goes on. I could seriously.
Mode.
Yeah, we could, Pinky and the Brain.
So there is one question one of our officers have been asking all the bands that she's interviewed, and I'm actually going to take it from her. And it's kind of a funny question, but this will fit right in perfect. If you guys could be a porn star, what would your porn star name be?
Go ahead.
You know how they shorten Richard to another name? I'm not using the curse word here. I'm using the shortened form of Richard, but I'd be Dick Dragon.
I don't know. I kind of see you sticking with Priest.
No, I was going to go with like Mighty Mouse or Tiny Tim. Tiny Tim, or the little engine that could.
The little engine that could.
Couldn't.
No, I could.
Amanda asks, how have you seen the music scene change over the years? Is it for the better or for the worse?
It depends. I think there's a lot of things that go good. Like, let's look at the Peabody's formula. A lot of people get angry and say that it's a pay-to-play situation. Well, if they only knew what it actually took to play with national acts, like, we've toured with national acts, so when we get that opportunity... By the way, the term you were looking for is regional. We're not a local, we're a regional.
Right, that's...
we're not quite a professional band yet, but we're getting there. When you do that, like Mindless Self-Indulgence, they want $5,000 a week to go play with them.
Wow.
Mushroomhead wants $2,500 a week to go play with them. To go on the road with these bands, it costs a lot of money. When these bands come into the thing, I mean, that's what they do for a living. They're trying to make as much money as they can before they can't play anymore.
Right.
So they ask really high rates from the venues, and then they ask a percentage of the bar take and all that stuff, and the venue has to try and overcompensate for that by making bands sell tickets. Peabody's offers people a real show to play. You get to play with Fear Factory, Sepultura, Devil Driver, all these large name bands. I'm just listing ones off the top of my head. I could do this all day too. And it's worth the ticket sales. And you get to make a small amount of monies, which you wouldn't make any other way, because you don't get compensated when you're on the road with those bands at all.
Right.
They figure you're paying them for the privilege to use their name, and sometimes that name isn't even worth it.
Sorry, can you grab my book bag? Rick asked if you have a CD or a player or anything, but I don't have your CD. I have the one that you played from live stream.
What happened to your thing? I mean, if Rick wants to go to googleplay.com or to iTunes, he can actually get 42 over 666, which is the last album we put out.
Right. Which I never got a copy of.
Yeah, you did. I put it on your laptop.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Plus
yeah,
there's Reverb Nation, too.
Yeah, there's Reverb Nation, where you can actually listen to a lot of our music. A lot of it's about to be remixed and brought down. But yeah, on your laptop, the 42 over 666 is on there.
I have to see this.
Yeah.
I don't remember you doing this. Hold
yeah.
on. And
So,
Merry New Year.
We can play them some music.
We can. I'm about to. I was actually just going to play the end, get on YouTube.
No, don't do that.
Okay.
We have better music.
Okay. Let me see if I
And
can
don't get
find
me
it.
wrong, I love the song, and I like the video, but, we only got an hour, so let's rock it out.
Right? Alright, so let me see if I can find this. You said 42 over 666. See if I can find this.
I dragged and dropped it right onto your desktop. Do I have my keys? Because if I have my keys, I have it on my keychain. I have your keys. I have my keys.
I'm not finding it. I don't know why.
All right. One of these is labeled My Huge Beep.
All right, we're trying to get some music up in here. So
Yeah, we'll get some music up in here. That way I can shut the heck up. I'm trying to censor myself. By the way, sorry if I offended anyone earlier.
See up there, we have a list of words now you can and can't say. So those words up there, you can't say.
Words that are inappropriate for on-air use. I think I said 2 of those already.
So
I said 3 of those already.
So if...
My bad.
Well, we're not
Subjects that are inappropriate for on-air: suicide, drugs, killing, rape, unless it's consensual.
Okay, so...
No, in context of breaking news.
Oh, unless it's in context of breaking news.
All right, so we got some songs up in here. I picked the right one the first time. So what song do you want me to play? We got...
Anything that says edited version. By the way, you can't buy an edited version ever, because we'll never sell an edited version, but for the radio we kind of have to.
I'd rather not have the edited version.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. Try Cockpocalypse.
I was actually going to play Nature of the Beast.
Nature of the Beast is a pretty good one.
That'll work.
Yeah, it starts off with me having sex.
Yes!
I'm actually pretty good at it. For any ladies that want to know.
Come talk. So we are actually gonna play "Nature of the Beast" on their Disgrace's album 42/666. Here we go.
Nature
and we are back with Disgrace.
Are you sure about
Yo.
that?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not here. I'm going home now.
By the way, to any of the ladies out there that may be exotic dancer types, we would like someone to dance to that song for stage use. Get a hold of us. Facebook.
Yeah. I know one person, but her husband would kill her.
Why? Did we have sex with his wife?
No, he's just a jealous type.
So?
Not
the first time.
I know. But, so, I mentioned this to you guys off air, but George says, I want to feel you, and Amanda says, yes, George, please. Do you want to comment on your comment?
Why does he get to feel you? It's my song. I wrote it, and really?
Priest wants you to feel him, Amanda.
Yeah, whoever Amanda is. I hope you're attractive, because if you're not, then rescind my offer.
You'll just pass her on.
Yeah, I'll pass her off to Sever. Sever's got a same size thingy as I do, so. And we've compared, like literally sword fighted like lightsabers. We had Luke and your father.
Sound effects and all.
See, these guys I would love to hang out with. Just outside here and outside the show.
It's all a lie.
They're lying to me. I'm going to cry now. So.
Sadly, we're not.
So, what time is the show? Where's the show with Hanzo and Gretel at? Because you guys didn't post anything like that.
Well, we haven't had a chance to do that yet because we're still trying to work and see if we can get online ticket sales. Sometimes they let you do it, sometimes they don't. What it rolls down to is it's going to be 7:30 was when the doors open, and it's at the Agora. And between Disgrace and Hansel and Gretel, it's going to be a hopping good time. Had with lots of beer and Jaeger and whatever
nakedness
and consumables that you choose to bring and not get caught with, and we will consume them with you and try not to die. Yeah.
So now, do you guys have any new merchandise out?
We got a couple new T-shirts.
I need a T-shirt.
You do?
I do.
Okay, well, come to the show and buy a T-shirt. Yeah.
I have to buy a T-shirt?
Well, yeah, that costs us money.
I'm gonna cry now.
So how about them apples?
Yeah.
Applesauce.
Yeah, applesauce.
So, you guys still doing the shot glasses?
No, actually, it was a one-time shot. Like, we did a whole bunch of them all at once, and they were one of those things that we put out for just the collector's version. Like, if we were to do them again, we'd actually get them professionally printed. Not that those other ones weren't cool.
I liked it. I have one.
We wanted something personal.
Right.
Together. Like, we do that a lot. We'll put out a specific piece of some form of merchandise that is made by us that will only do a couple hundred copies of it, and that's it.
I was lucky enough to get a shot glass.
I think
happy.
you got that right at the end of the run too.
Yeah, and it has your name on it. Because I remember
has my name on it.
It has Disgraced.
Oh.
Because I remember we talked about this last time, and you guys had like some with your pictures or something on it.
Yeah, there was ones that had our names on the back. There was another one that said, what does it say? One night stand.
No, it says I want to F you on the back. It
Yeah.
says Disgraced on the front, and I want to F you on the back.
See, that's the one I have.
That was supposed to be the Disgraced How to Get Laid kit. Step 1, you buy the shot glass. Step 2, you fill it with liquor. Step 3, you offer it that side out to the person of your choice.
Yes. There's another step in there if you're ugly. Step 3 would actually be put a Rufinol inside of it. Step 4, fill it with liquor. Step 5, offer it to the woman.
See, that's the one I have.
Or you just take the shot yourself and everything looks better.
Yeah, but that doesn't get you laid.
Oh, well, scare them off.
No.
Hey, come here!
But that doesn't solve the problem. That's not how to get laid. That's how to
he
avoid
wants to get
getting
laid.
it. Yeah.
I've seen
Well,
Priest
no.
roofied. I don't want to see it ever again.
Yeah, that was bad. And by the way, the person that did that, I hope you're listening because I hate you.
It's not fun.
So, one thing is, here's another question that I'm actually stealing from somebody else is, if you guys were to get big and win a Grammy or whatever, music awards are out there, who would be the first person you thanked?
Go ahead, you go first. Because I know my answer.
Wait, what? Rephrase that?
If we were to win a Grammy and get the award, who would be the first person
and
you
they
would
call
thank?
it Disgraced, and you...
The first person I would thank?
Yeah.
Satan.
This is going to sound really, really cheesy, and it's only because we've gotten a lot of love and a lot of support from this. The first thing I would thank would be thank you, Cleveland, Ohio.
Woohoo!
Like, seriously, our first big show that we played was in Cleveland. a lot of our tours that we play on come through Cleveland, and every time we come through Cleveland, you guys are the loudest, you're the rowdiest, you guys are the ones that know the lyrics, you guys are the ones that throw down the hardest.
Drunk.
But you guys are the ones that throw down the hardest, really, and that's legitimately, like, when I say it on stage that this is my favorite place to be, and I would do anything to keep playing here, I mean it. This is my favorite place to play.
Do you guys get a lot of
Cleveland.
love in Erie?
No.
No.
Erie's kind of backwards and stuff. It's like everywhere we go, everybody's like, oh, you guys are so great, and then we come home and they're like, you guys are awful because you don't sound just like everybody else.
Well, that's the whole point.
That is the whole point, but apparently in Erie, if you don't sound like Cookie Monster wants a cookie, or, you know, I just had sex with my mother, then they don't give a damn about you.
Do you guys ever play in Erie?
Very rarely. Once maybe twice a year, maybe.
Wow.
Yeah.
And when we do, it's usually a little hole-in-the-wall venue kind of thing, just, you know, very intimate, small, maybe 40, 50 people.
Yeah, like we really shrink it down for the Erie shows because we really just don't want to play there. No, it's not because we don't want to play there. It's we shrink it down for Erie just because we want a more personal show. If people want to come, like the last time we played in Erie, we found out about it 2 days before. It was a friend of ours band, and he was like, please come play. We're like, fine. And we actually played with no makeup, no lights. We just came out, and it was very personal and, you know, dancing around inside of the crowd, and everybody's having a good time. It's when we play in Erie, we try and do special things.
Right.
So.
Wow, that's
yeah, so, you know, you actually got to see us perform when we played in Erie rather than, you know, our personas.
So, how did, like, I know I asked you this last time, but I'm going to ask you again because we got new listeners and we got new everything, but how did DisgraceD get their name?
Well, when I was a little baby, I started making metal music. And
pre-metal.
My mom was like, I would rather you masturbate. And I was like, well, I don't want to masturbate. I want to make metal. And my mom was like, oh, you're such a disgrace. So I was like, man, I must be the disgraced. And that's kind of carried on.
So you actually came up with the name? Yeah,
I actually did come up with the name. That's the honest part of that story.
Priest actually handles an awful lot of that end of the creative end. Like he named my persona. He named our old guitar player's persona.
Yeah, our current guitar player picked up his own thing though. He's actually doing a good job of keeping his own slack and you know helping me out a lot with the writing process and stuff. He's moving us a little bit farther forward. Sometimes he's moving us too far forward. I got to pull him back a little bit, but he's doing a really good job. You know, so anybody who wants to go like John Doe, you should definitely go like John Doe because you can find him on Facebook.
I'm gonna have to look him up.
Yeah, he was in here with us last time, and you didn't even you see that's how much of an impression you make, John. I know you're listening. I know you hate me.
He's gonna.
Yeah, he's probably grinding his teeth. I'm gonna get an angry text message.
Watch the chat thing. It's gonna show up here on the chat thing in a second.
You're such a douche.
Now you weren't here last time.
No, I had to work. Real world calls.
He was in
stupid
some
real world.
mails. What was that thing when you?
Can you say glory hole on internet radio?
You can say glory hole. What was it? He's a male fellatio associate.
Who gave you the 5 cents?
All 400 of them. Oh wait, no, it was 8,000 of them.
8,000
of them.
8,000 people to get 400. 8,001 to get $400.05.
Yeah.
Nice. So now, other than the Hanzo and Gretel, are you guys lining up any more shows, or are you just going to take?
Right now, we're still concentrating on the time off, and we got a lot of real busy things going on. Like I said, I got the new tattoo shop going.
No, is this your tattoo shop?
This is my tattoo studio. I've worked for 15 years as a tattoo artist. That's how I make my actual income. By the way, anybody who thinks you're going to be a rock star and get rich, you're full of poop. You have no idea what you're in for. You're going to get ripped off more than you can count. But,
you're going to spend more money than you are going to make it.
Yeah, you know, it's honestly get into it because you love it, not because you're trying to make money. You might get women out of it if you don't suck, but if you do suck, it's not going to happen.
Good luck.
And you hope the women suck.
But
that's just a given. That's just a given. Like, I didn't even recognize you until I saw the top of your head.
Thanks, I guess.
Yeah.
James wants to know, where's your tat shop at?
It is in Girard, PA, which is just across the Ohio border. It's called Final Solutions Ink and Kink, and yes, we do sell sex toys.
I can get a tattoo and sex toys?
You can get a tattoo and a floppy dong all in one shot,
yes!
man. We carry it all. And it's
BDSM gear.
And BDSM gear, because we're starting to carry that, too.
Awesome.
But it's 219 West Main Street in Girard, PA.
There you go. 219. Take that down. We'll have to put that out there.
Heck yeah. And I do really, really good work, not just like I pretend to do good work.
Do you guys do piercings as well?
Yes. I've been piercing longer than I've been tattooing.
Which one would you rather do?
That's a good call.
I think I just made him speechless.
No, it's a good call because, like, you know, when I started, I never had any intention of tattooing. It was a friend of mine that said I should really get into it, and I took his advice. But I started off as just a piercer, and I you know, went to school and I studied for it, and I got certified. I'm actually certified to certify other tattoo artists.
Nice.
And piercers. So
now, are you his apprentice, or?
Yeah.
So that's why you suck.
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
That was supposed to be a smiley face, but somehow it kind of just looks like we'll just cover that with a bandage.
Amanda says, I have a feeling these guys are the real deal.
We try.
These guys are awesome. Like, I mean, to come all the way out here just for an hour is...
To community college.
To a community... crappy college.
Well, the term that's there is community. You know, we aren't like, you get a lot of these bigger bands. They have somebody else running their Facebook if it's a robot or not and doesn't know. You get, you know, bands like say Mindless Self-Indulgence. They are DIY, do it yourself the entire way. When they first got offered a record contract, they looked at the record label and said, well, why do we need you and why are we paying you all this money? We can do it ourselves. Look how far we got on our own.
Right.
And that's the same principle that we want to do with it. You know, we don't have the money to go out and buy the really expensive cameras and do a podcast every week or anything like that, but we're trying to get to the point where we can do as much for our fans as possible. Because without the fans, we're nothing, really. That's the way it is. I mean, if we didn't have people that would come and say, you know, you guys are awesome, we love your show, you know, we would have gotten tired of it by now.
And just quit, and there would be no disgrace.
Yeah, pretty much.
And I would be sad.
A lot of people would be really happy because we're very hated. Very hated. Like, most of them are in other bands that have to play with us, and then they're like, why do they show up with such a cool show? And they're like, they're tight and they practice all the time, and they do a good job. Why do they got to do that? They make us look bad. And I'm like, well, you know what? Practice, and don't put a band together and 2 weeks later be on stage and
right.
You know,
now,
don't
how
suck.
often do you guys practice?
Once a week.
Once a week.
Once a week for like 4 or 5 hours. But we all practice on our own, like, all week. Matter of fact, our guitar player, John Doe, he actually learned all of our back catalog that we didn't teach him on his own.
Wow.
Because he just sat there and listened to the music. I don't know how he's not tired of it already. He probably is, and he's probably sitting there like, God, these songs suck so bad, but I'm going to learn them just so we can play them.
Why do you think he's pushing for the new album so hard?
He's like, I'm not on this one.
Yeah.
Why do all these songs sound like Marilyn Manson?
That's not fair.
That's not a bad thing.
No. Well, it depends. If it's new Manson.
Old Manson.
Then old Manson. Okay, I'll take old Manson.
Yeah. Has the band member... Okay, Rick asks, has the band members had the same members the whole time you have been together?
I would love to say yes, but no. Unfortunately, the music scene kind of... if you don't become an instant success, a lot of people get butthurt about it. And there's a lot of, you know, things like some people they start having children, they decide to get married. Some people just lose interest. I don't think we've ever had that. I know we had one member who's, by the way, the only member to ever get fired from DisgraceD. For any of you who've seen us like 3 years ago, you would remember a very poor guitar player by the name of Project M.
Yes.
And he was really good at waving his crotch around at people, but not so good at playing his guitar or showing up to practice or showing up sober for shows. Like, it's cool to get drunk during the show or high during the show and after the show, but before the show we have to be able to, you know, interact with people and do stuff, so we can't really be trashed. You know, you can have a couple, you know, like a 6-pack or so, but, you know, he was killing an entire case before he even hit the stage. And So he got fired, but we've had like 7 guitar players. We're our 11th drummer. He's our 4th keyboard player.
A DJ back in the day.
Yeah, we had a DJ back in the day.
Only 2 bass players.
Yeah, but that other bass player didn't really count. You can't be a bass player if you don't have a bass or an amp or know how to play.
That is true.
So
1 vocalist.
No, 2 vocalists. Yeah, we started off with 2 vocalists.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, back when we were Neurotech.
Neurotech?
Neurotech. That was the original name for Disgraced. It was Neurotech. Joe Trinidad, man. Gotta love him. He's a good friend of mine. He had other obligations. He wanted to get into comedy, and as soon as we switched the name to Disgraced and stuff, he was all like, well, this is really taking into my time to go do comedy, because we were playing 5 shows a week. And he's all like, I don't have time for anything else. I'm like, well, we're not going to stop. And he's like, oh, well, damn. Yeah. And now he's really like, oh, damn, because he came and saw us play when we were touring with Bile not too long ago, and he was all like, damn.
Amanda goes like the Emperor Nero?
No, like neurotic, but Neurotech. No, like, oh my god, it's neurotic.
I see.
If you can see that online, I definitely just rubbed my nipples.
He totally did, and they could, because as you
I can see. I'm watching myself over here. It's kind of sexy.
So, do you want me to play another song?
Yes, please.
Okay, so...
Play Cockpocalypse.
Okay. Is that an edited? Because I only see 1 on here.
If there's only 1, then it's an edited version. It didn't need to be edited.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, here's Cockpocalypse.
Wie schwer auch die Krise im Augenblick sein mag, sie wird durch unseren unabänderlichen Willen, durch unsere Opferbereitschaft und durch unsere Fähigkeiten am Ende trotz alledem gemeistert werden. Wir werden auch diese Not überstehen. Wir werden auch in diesem Kampf nicht Innerasien siegen, sondern Europa und an der Spitze jene Nation, die seit 1.500 Jahren Europa
And this is your one and only DJ Nightmare rocking around the clock tower. And I have Disgraced, well, 2 members of Disgraced up in here.
Hey.
Yeah, it's hard to get us all.
You forgot me.
An awkward fat man.
Thank you.
So, George on our chat says, this is the first time he's being exposed to you, so I'm glad I broke his disgraced virginity.
Yay. Popped your cherry.
He wants to know if your fans have any rituals at your shows.
Sometimes, yeah. It depends on the show. We're a 14-year-old project, so we're actually old enough to do old school kind of things. From time to time, we do it. We used to do this thing where we'd hand out these little doctor's masks, and from time to time, when we do a show where we're going to concentrate on the older music, you'll get a bunch of people that'll show up with all these glow-in-the-dark, because we use a lot of black lights in our set, obviously. They'll show up with the old doctor's masks, and you'll see a sea of people. And by a sea, I mean like 10 people.
There was like 11 the last time.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, you see a lot of people with the old school doctor's masks on, and sometimes they'll paint up their faces a little bit, and, they'll kind of look the apocalyptic look.
I'm going to come to their next show looking like Priest.
Why? You're so much prettier than I
am. So are you guys the Hansel and Gretel?
Yes.
Show. I want to say tour, but I don't know why.
Well, we didn't sign on to any extra dates this time, so it's just the Cleveland show.
When is that?
It is March 28th. It's a Friday. It is at the Agora Theater, and it's $13, and it would be gratefully helpful if you guys would go on to the Disgraced Facebook page and say, hey, we need tickets, and then get tickets from us, because unfortunately, even though we're probably going to be guaranteed main support, we do have to sell tickets, and that's how we make our monies to get back and forth from the shows. So if you could buy tickets from us, that would be awesome, because then we can afford to continue playing.
So in the Facebook page, I actually tagged you guys a couple times.
Nice.
From my personal
from her personal page.
Not my personal, the radio show, because my show is called The Whatever Show.
Aww.
But from,
that's not as cool as I thought it was going to be.
But their Facebook page is facebook.com/disgraced.
Yeah.
Pages.
Yeah. And then you can find us at twitter.com/disgraced, or you can find us on Reverb Nation, reverbnation.com/disgraced, or you can find us on MySpace, which is myspace.com/disgraced. Just about anything social media, if you type in blah/blah/blah.com//disgraced, because we're a 14-year-old project, and all the bands that have tried to actually jump in and steal our logos and all of our other stuff and try and make money off of our name, which we aren't even making money off of our name, so they're stupid. You'll actually find us.
So I'm like, I was looking through your pictures, and now at the Hansel and Gretel, are you going to play any old school stuff or any new school?
Not sure yet. We're probably going to end up playing some of the older stuff. We definitely have a crowd favorite. It's called One Night Stand. We try and play it every time we're in Cleveland, just because you guys are awesome.
Can I put in a request if I come?
Sure.
Can you play voices?
Maybe. I don't know. We only get a half hour. So we want to show off a couple. We're thinking about pulling out a couple of the songs off of the new CD that haven't been played yet live more than once. But we're trying to make sure that they're ready first.
James says, I searched you guys up. You're everywhere.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, like if you have a smartphone, everybody who's listening, like both of you.
Actually, we have. I'll tell you. Continue.
You can open up your smartphone, go to your music browser where you can buy music, whether it be an iPhone or Google Play or whatever you have, and type in 42/666, and our CD will pop up.
See, I'm gonna go get that on my smartphone.
Yeah.
We actually have 13 users.
Yay!
13 viewers.
That's bigger than our last show. No, I'm kidding. I really am. We actually do get a pretty good attendance, and our fans are really amazing.
I mean, like I said, I've been a fan since I first heard you guys.
Thank you.
And that's why I've asked you guys to come the first time I asked you. And up here, everybody loved you up here, and that's why they already had you down as coming before I was like, hey.
Yeah.
Do you want to come back to Cleveland for an hour?
Hey, it's whatever. We could always just lock that door and hijack it for the other hour.
Yeah, but then
nobody's here.
But then the next band will get pissed, and
that's okay.
So, But it
is locked from the outside.
It is. No. Yeah, it is locked from the outside. But
Yeah.
Turn off the lights. We'll just pretend nobody's here.
That's okay. You know, we piss off every other band that we play with anyway. It wouldn't be anything new.
We'll
for
just
us.
knocks, just make moose noises.
Yeah.
We'll just hide under the desk.
Mwah.
Nobody here.
Mwah.
I love, seriously, I
No
love
one in
these.
here but us giraffes.
I seriously love these guys. Like, I would really hang out with you guys, like, outside of this. And
Your husband would hate us.
probably not. He'd probably be like, dear God, not again. Because I'd be like, do you know what Priest did? Oh my God, let me tell you.
Did you see the size of it? It was like a baby's little pinky.
Jeff wants to know who does your lighting.
Actually, right now, we're not sure. Normally, it's this girl Pandora, who sadly enough got diagnosed with stage 4 lupus.
Oh my gosh.
And it's the kind that eats your kidneys. So she is really, really sick right now. She's trying to get better so she can come do the Hansel and Gretel show. We're hoping to not have to digitalize our light show. It would really, really suck if we did. But she's really trying because she wants to be there. I mean, like, you know, Loopy and Voss are very good friends of ours, and they were pushing for her to be there because they really like her. So
I really hope she gets better.
yeah,
And
you know, if she does, she does. If she doesn't, there's a computer.
We'll just replace you with technology.
Yeah.
you can be replaced by a computer. But no, he still likes you. If she's listening, he's not kidding.
She's probably not. She's probably really mad at me right now. We got into it earlier because she's in college, and because she's sick, she's been letting college slack. Even though she said she could take a medical leave, she chose not to. So I've been riding her to, you know, stay on the college and like, look, man, you need to get your work done and do this and do that. And she got really mad at me because I'm pushing her too hard, and I'm like, I'm not pushing you. This is what you said you wanted to do. And
right. Well, like I said, I hope she feels better. And
oh yeah, she'll
you know.
feel better. She's a trooper, man. She can string it together, and
Well, if she can hang out with you, she has to be.
exactly. We are mean-spirited little guys. There.
He wanted to say something else, but he's not allowed.
Yeah, I'm reading the list of stuff I'm not allowed to say, and it's on there. And it's funny because one of the things on there you're actually allowed to say on the radio.
And which one is that?
The fourth one over, SOB.
Oh.
Yeah, you're actually allowed to say that on the radio, but I'm not going to say it here because it says not to.
Yeah, we've gotten...
My fault.
No, you like to say the F word.
Oh, yes, I do.
And what's really bad is he will drop it so many times, and I'm the one that uses it the most out there.
Yeah.
And it's like every other word I say it.
Oh, man, we were cussing like a storm on our way over here because we knew that we couldn't cuss on the radio, and then I accidentally
We had
did
to
it
get it out of
anyway.
our system.
And I'm actually the one that doesn't say it, he does. So, and I'm like... I'll call
He's
him
the
out.
co-host. If you have to get rid of him, you just rename him and pretend he's someone
Well,
else.
the thing is, his name's Awkward Fat Guy, and
yeah,
it
with
would
the
be...
Groucho nose.
Yeah.
You should do it. You should do the show in a diaper.
Preston Lacey.
I thought about it.
You should. That would be awesome. And then you could just like move over here so that you're sitting in the camera view and be like, "I'm Awkward Fat Guy."
I'm the
And then
Awkward Fat
just,
Man.
Like when bands come in, just kind of like rub up on them a little bit.
What's up?
Yeah. What's up?
Find him a little person to
I
send
think
up
Priest
here and
is
hang out
telling
with
you
him.
he wants you to rub up on him.
Ba-da-da-da-da.
Wouldn't be the first time.
So,
Get
but
off
we
me.
have about 8 minutes. So, do you want me to play one last song?
Yes, I would like you to play 42 over 666, the title track from our last CD.
Okay, and before we go, let's just read Hansel and Gretel, March 28th at the Agora.
Yep, $13. We have tickets that are pre-sale. They're $15 to get them through thing, and they're like $21 to get them through Ticketmaster. So don't get them through Ticketmaster. Get them through us.
Yeah, I'm
Just
actually
don't pay the upcharge.
I'm gonna buy 2 of them as soon as we get off the show.
Yay!
So, all right, so here's 42 over 666. We do have 5 minutes. We're back on air.
I thought I'd be done, but we got 5 minutes.
Darn it.
So anything else you guys want to promote while you guys are here?
Let's see here. Everybody should vote to legalize prostitution. You should definitely vote to legalize marijuana because it's not even really a drug. Let's see here. Where can we go with this?
I was talking about for the band.
Well, yeah, definitely vote to legalize prostitution.
That still counts for the band.
That counts for the band. And
and you're still not deep throating the mic, like.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this better? Do you need me to get right in there and have a discussion with you?
Yes.
I really just want to put my penis where the thing is.
All right.
Can I say it? I can say it. It's not on the list.
Penis is okay. Just none of the
I
other
like
words
purple-headed yogurt slinger.
Purple-headed. That's a lot to say. You know. I like 2 inches of thunder.
There you go.
The throbbing pinky.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna. They're
March
taking
28th
at the Agora.
Hansel and Gretel at the Agora Theater.
See, your thing starts at 9. You can go to that for an hour and a half.
No, you can't because we'll be just starting at 9.
What?
And you should still come to us because that would be better.
No offense to your DJ friend, but he can spin another day. Who knows when we'll be back?
Yeah. You know, I'm pretty sure next week he'll be playing at another venue somewhere.
We'll see.
Because that's what DJs do. They go.
Well,
and
I'm going to buy
play.
2 tickets, so either way, I'm coming. So
Excellent.
Awkward fat man.
Even if she has to come to the club and drag me out of there screaming.
And you know I will.
You should. And on the way, get some white face paint and just slather him.
Yeah, not his face. Like paint his ass.
No. Come in with a bag of flour and just freaking antique me. You're coming along.
Make him go shirtless and paint Priest's face on his.
See, I'll just write his name. I'm not a good drawer.
It's like a stick figure.
My stick figures
make a stick figure with a big stick wiener.
See, my stick
then
figures
everybody will
aren't
know
straight.
what it is.
See, my stick
sure the head
figures
looks like
have
a
MS, and their MS has MS.
Definitely make sure that the head looks like a potato because I'm very Irish.
So St. Patrick's Day is coming up. You plan on getting very, very drunk?
St. Patrick's Day is every day for an Irishman.
Oh, that's true.
St. Patrick's Day is my favorite day. I can stop being a Scotsman and start being an Irishman.
Dirty Scot.
Hey, easy now. Easy. I'll show up wearing a full kilt and everything.
You know what? There's Irish kilts too because it's almost the same
they're almost
thing.
the same.
Yeah.
I mean,
you got
the Irish are the ones that made Scotland.
Shut up, awkward fat man.
Shh. You're shh.
We're having a shush war.
But yeah, go pick up your phone, go to Google Play or go to iTunes and buy our CD because we're poor and we need to buy food.
Right.
Or
and for
also
the love
put
of
it in
Pete,
a
go to
trade.
the Facebook and check out the actual website. There's a link for it.
Oh yeah, we have a website now. Yeah, it's.
I checked that out. It looks pretty cool.
Does it? Because I can't see it. It keeps telling me it's down.
No.
It's your broken computer.
It's my broken computer.
So I actually got I think I tagged you guys in a bunch of them, but I still have the pictures from the thing I went to, the one concert that I went to.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. I don't remember that.
I do.
Do you have any idea how much alcohol we imbibed?
Probably more than I intake in a year.
Probably.
And that's at a show.
That's per show.
That's probably every day.
I wish it was wonderful.
I'm surprised we're not fat, like humongously fat.
I don't appreciate your tone.
Here we are, the two fat people in the room staring at you.
Yeah.
I know, right? I used to be a fatty.
I think we're outnumbered here.
I count as 2 people, thank you.
Yeah, I count as 1.5.
So, but this has been your one and only DJ Nightmare and
Aquafireman.
And Disgraced.
I don't want to go yet. No, you can't make me.
We have to.
No.
Our time is up.
No, I'll lock
we'll
the
just
door.
Stay. There you go.
Keep
now we can keep going. Now we can.
Nobody's here.
Everybody on the internet, don't tell them that we're here.
Yeah, and if you're listening outside, we're actually not here. The radio station is closed because I know you're sitting right outside.
Yeah, they're actually sitting in the...
Yeah, I know.
And we will be back after spring break. We have spring break next week, so woohoo! Yay.
Well, we're just coming and hijack the radio anyways.
So, but keep rocking around the clock tower.
Sometimes the things we take for granted suddenly become really important. I always thought Lakeland was for someone else. Then I lost my job. I realized I needed to learn more in today's job market. I needed Lakeland. Lakeland gets you ready for good new jobs. It'll fit your schedule and you can afford it. Lakeland really comes through for us. In Lake County, opportunity starts here at Lakeland.